How can you follow Skip Martin? Thanks, Skip. It's a blessing to be here. The title today is My Cup Runneth Over. First, if you'd permit me, I enjoy doing this, and above all, I want to recognize a very important group of our people. Will you service anybody that served in the military or armed forces or is a veteran? Please stand. If you've served our country. Thank you so much. It's one of the reasons that we're blessed today. Thank you again for your service. Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I shall not lack. We saw a good presentation this morning before services, and I was thinking about that. I chose which set of shoes to wear. I'm blessed to live in this nation. Some people only have one pair of shoes, if that. So Tina, thank you for that presentation this morning. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. That's what this week is for me. It restores me. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. It's for His name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Mr. Campbell told about the pilot and the preacher yesterday with the rods and the staffs. It's comfortable to know that that pilot knows what he's doing. And we hope the preachers do too. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Mr. Gregory talked about that. Why are we here? That's my intent, is to dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I have a question. Who in here is blessed? Wynn talked about that earlier in Deuteronomy. I was spoiled as a child. Very spoiled. Wonderful parents, wonderful grandparents, both sides. Never missed a meal except last Wednesday. That is by choice. Blessed with my family here, my wife, my children, 2/3 of my grandchildren. Just truly blessed. My in-laws are here. My outlaws, they're not, so I'm truly blessed. I've been blessed all my life. I serve 77 elderly people as a nursing home administrator. I'm blessed with a wonderful staff of 120 caring folks. Our home, and I'm not bragging, I'm just proud of my staff, qualified for the Governor's Award here in Arkansas, and I accepted that award last Tuesday on their behalf. So it's the Governor's Award. And so I called my mother. I said, Mom, guess what? I get to meet the governor. She said, well, that's wonderful. What's his name? So that's cool. I mean, that is neat, you know. It brought me back down to reality. It's not about our awards here in life that it's about. She humbled me really quickly. It was nice. So this is about what it's about, not that. Let's go to 1 Peter 3. 1 Peter 3, I'm going to start in the 8th verse. It says we're to be all of you be of one mind. Have compassion for one another. Love as brothers. We're to love each other as family. We're to be tender-hearted and courteous, not returning evil for evil or reviling for reviling, but on the contrary, blessing. Our cups are running over. Blessing. Knowing that you are called to this, that we may inherit a blessing. For he who would live life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit. Let him turn away from evil and do good. It's real simple. Let him speak peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. And who is he who will harm you if you become followers of what is good? Ron told us that on the first day. If God be for us, who's against us? But even if you should suffer for righteousness' sake, you are blessed. And do not be afraid of their threats or be troubled, but sanctify the eternal. We're to set him apart. We are setting him apart this week. In our hearts, and always be ready to give a defense to everyone who asks you a reason for the hope that is in you. That's my hope. That's my reason why I'm here. With meekness and fear, we're to be respectful. And having a good conscience that when they defame you as evildoers, those who will revile your good conduct in Christ may be ashamed. For it is better, if it is the will of God, to suffer for doing good than for doing evil. One of the first feasts I attended, it's never left my mind, and I hope it never does. A man that I respect dearly said, "Today is a good day to have a..." Mr. Fowler. Today is a good day to have a great day. I'm going to close over in the 4th chapter of 1 Peter in verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Therefore be serious and watchful in your prayers. We just read earlier, he's listening. Above all things, have fervent love for one another. Proverbs tells us this, for love will cover a multitude of sins. May all your cups be running over.